Hi guys, I need to share something incredible that happened now with me. I am here like in a meditation, imagining my new life, uh, singing for the whole world and being able to be in the stages in the whole world. And then it was like I was watching a movie of someone that it was my husband, my future husband, talking in an interview about me. And then I started listening this movie. Listen how important is this, guys. Because if my subconscious mind is creating these movies of greatness, wow, when I observe myself creating these movies of greatness, can you understand that's what you're gonna start creating as well? Because in the moment that you start reprogramming your subconscious mind from your negative human matrix to your spiritual matrix again, you're gonna start getting out of that lens of watching the world from the lens of Hollywood studios, where your hurt child makes movies of dramas and tragedies and suffering and pain most of the time. So in the moment that you flip that for your light side again, it's when you're going to start seeing the movies of your life through the lens of your super soul instead of the lens of a hurt child. And if you understand that that's all flip chat, the game of life, that is the name of my third book, is about. Wow, it's so simple to understand life. It's really so simple. And we just need to be brave enough to flip. And that's it. So in the moment then when I flipped it and I am in my light side again, what happens is that I'm out as well of Hollywood studios. I can observe that I have as well that amazing creative her child as well, that she's still there, and she will always be there as well. But I have the chance nowadays to be saying I don't want to be today at Hollywood studios. I want to go to One Verse Studios, because it's one verse, one universe, right? Universe that is what we are. We are this spiritual being connected with the source energy that created all of us and everything and everyone, and flip chat, the game of life. Because that's what it is. This source energy is not bad. God is not bad. It's not nothing of that. Actually, God, or the source energy, is extremely smart. He or she or it, I don't know how to call the source energy. Probably is it, because it's an energy, right? So the source energy, that is this vital energy, that is the chi, that is this kundalini that we have asleep in our first chakra, needs to be awakened again. The fire of your serpent together with your dragon. Ooh, that's when real life will start, and you're going to start feeling the power of your spirit. But today, the way that the society is programmed is programmed in castration, in judgment and rejection, and blaming and jealousy. It's all the seven sins, right? That religions with all these codes of fear, castration, about sexuality and everything, putting everybody as that semblant of the image of Christ in the cross, dying, humiliated, being judged by everyone. That's the reflection of society that we live nowadays. And then we see the media bringing negative news and implanting more fear and more fear. Why? Because then people get conditioned in being that state. Why? Because we get addicted in the chemicals that we are fabricating in our body. And when people in the power that are manipulating for a long time humankind to become keep being slaves of the system, so then some people can keep in the power. But with the time, people started awaken and understand that, oops, looks like there is something more in life. Oops, looks like there is something more in life. And it's like when I read for the first time the myth of Plato, that is the myth of the cave. Is this awakening. He's talking about this awakening of getting out of the cave and going to see the light again. And it's so beautiful. So we have genius minds, spirits that have been awakening for generations after generations. And our work here now from this generation is to flip chat the whole energy of the planet, is to raise the whole frequency of our planet for a culture of abundance, well-being, wealth, prosperity for all. We're going to be sending an energy of joy, a wave of joy and blessings and miracles and healing for the whole world together. That's what we're going to be doing inside of this 5-day collective healing challenge that I am bringing to the whole world, for us to be mastering the art of meditation and manifestation. And when I tell manifestation, it's not just manifestation, I'm also saying manifest and manifest. Alright? Manifest, because once you understand all the keys, the secret keys that we're going to give to you inside of this 5-day collective healing challenge for you to live your best life and manifesting your best life, you're going to also understand what are the secrets to manifest and manifest. Make money faster and faster and faster and faster and faster and faster in the velocity of the light. You're going to be creating from this quantum field for you to bring this new reality for you. So can you understand now that once I flipped for so long time already my reality. I flipped from dark side to light side, and I live nowadays. Before I started my awakening process, I was living 90% of my life in survival mode and in stress and anxious, having a terrible life, honestly, and living 10% in well-being. And the time that I was living that well-being, I said, wow, oh my goodness, there is something more. Like when I remember that I went to Disneyland from Brazil to America for the first time by myself when I was around 17 years old. And it was just like, wow, there is much more than just this. And I remember that I asked my mom to give me that gift, because in our school, all the girls, they used to go when we were around 16 years old to this debut gala, where the girls dress in white and they go and have their first dance and they are presented to the society and all that stuff. And then I said, Mom, I really don't want that. I really don't want that. I would prefer to be the real princess inside of Disney World, and be there in the Magic Kingdom. I wanted to live, not to be pretending inside of society that never saw or who I really am, or never gave me more hunger for more, because everything that I was seeing at school was all boring. I think now I remember that my first two favorite classes, it was geography and English, because I wanted to learn English. Since young I was already hungry for life. I wanted to discover the world. And geography, because I wanted to see. Once I understood that we have so much diversity to go in the world and to discover all this beauty, all this nature to explore, all these adventures and roller coasters in the whole world, I said, oh my goodness, I want to see it all. I want to see it all. So, and then I said, okay, what do I need to do to be there? What do I need to do to be there? How can I make the money to be there, right? It's all about the money. How can I do that? And then I said to my mom, please, instead of wasting money with this debut gala. And if please let me go to Disneyland and be the real princess. Oh my goodness, in the Magic Kingdom. So, and it was one of the best things of my life, being able to be in another country and experiencing another language, experiencing other tastes, other currency, other everything. Wow, when I remember that flight to America, in that time, people still could smoke in the airplane. I remember that I was seeing that. I said, oh my God, it's really like zombies, right? It was like so horrifying for me to see that scene. It was. It was horrible because all that air, all that smoke was going up like to the air. It looks like they were like being sucked, by their own energy was being sucked. And literally it was, because living in survival mode, that's what happens with each one of us. It's sucked. All of us were there before. And some of us is still there. And we need to be learning how to get out of this place of survival mode. And then that's what happens. As more as you flip chat, as more as you go back from dark side to light side, you're going to start getting addicted to well-being. So instead of being living with 90% of your life being in stress and 10% in well-being, we're going to flip chat that reality, where you're going to start living from 90% of well-being and 10% of stress. And once you are there in stress, you know how to manage yourself, because you learn all my self-regulation tools for you to go back to your best self, go back to well-being, go back to your high libido that makes you to be in the power of creation and manifestation. Wow. Yes, we're going to be talking about all of this amazingness inside of this 5-day collective healing challenge. And once you start flip chatting for this new reality, guys, what happens is that what I was telling to you when I start recording this podcast, my default mode is not my reality from my negative human matrix. It's not anymore from the lens of Hollywood Studios. It's from the lens of Universal Studios. My one verse studios. That's how I call, because it's one verse, one voice that we are here to listen, that is inside of ourselves, right? So then when I start noticing that, wow, I'm seeing my future. I'm seeing this movie so vivid. It's like my spirit is seeing my future from the eyes of my spiritual matrix. So that makes me wonder, is my destiny already recorded inside of my spiritual matrix? Is all already recorded inside of my one verse studios? As the same way that everything that I copied from my negative human programming and is there installed in my subconscious mind, is everything about what I'm doing here in this life and what I'm going to be living, my destiny, it's all already written in the stars? It is like Maktub, like Paulo Coelho, our best-selling author in Brazil, talks about. I always remember when I was a teenager, that captivated me. When I heard in his books and alchemy, The Alchemist, and I remember about this word, Maktub. It is written, or it was written in the stars. It was made to be. When we find our soulmate, when we find our, wow. So Somehow, then I was suddenly listening and seeing this movie inside of myself. Was this man talking about me in an interview, talking about the shows that I have been doing for the whole world to help more people to manifest the life they love. And this man is talking about, he's a very, very wealthy man, very, very wealthy and well known. And he's saying, Mrs. Joy is everything that I have been looking my whole life. First, because she helped me to find myself. And from this new energy, I could understand who I truly am. And all the money that I made in this world made sense for me. Because I had the power to give everything for that woman that made me to discover what unconditional love is. I want to give her the whole world. And it makes me feel so happy every time that I am able to give to her what makes her heart sing, her soul to shine even more, and her beautiful eyes and smile to shine. I love that woman as I never loved anyone in my whole life, since the day that she taught me how to fly with my own wings, not just in terms of knowing how to make my own money, but knowing how to love myself first, flying with my own wings, as Mrs. Joy tells to all of us, to fly. First, love yourself. And I think that's what she's doing. That's what she's have been doing, and it's honorable. The freedom that she achieved in her life, and how she wants to help as many souls as possible, for them to also to bring their voice and their gifts to the world. She is a world change entrepreneur. She's an humanitarian leader that will be remembered until this world exists. She is the goddess. And maybe that's the real story. God, that you always say God, should be called goddess, because she is she. Because he is she. Oh my goodness, I love this story. Can you understand, guys? Oh my goodness. Like, we just open ourselves to be inside of our mind. And we have two studios there. Or you're gonna be inside of Hollywood studios, seeing the movies of drama and tragedies that your hurt child creates. And she's amazing. She's also extremely creative. And I love my hurt child. She's amazing. And then there is another studio that is One Verse Studios. Okay? That represents all the scenes of your spiritual being. And that movie is also running inside of yourself. Like I did now, future pacing, seeing my future. And I didn't really ask it to be doing that, or thought that I would be doing that. I just started observing my thoughts after my meditation. Like I'm here in alpha, and then theta brain waves, and then suddenly I'm just so relaxed inside of myself. And I just started observing that I was watching this movie of the man of my life, this man that is so in love for me, with so much unconditional love, with unlimited money, living in his sublime power, seeing like, it's like really living in this world as the mighty king, and myself living as the mighty queen that I'm here to be in this world. And that's as well what I teach inside of my 5-day collective healing challenge. And that's why I make challenge just with women and just with men. And then after this first stage, we go then for the third phase where men and women participate together in the same 5-day collective healing challenge. Wow! It's like life-changing. Flip Chat, The Game of Life, is the name of my third book, and is the name of the new communication of the world. Because we're going to be helping each other to get out of this negative human matrix, to heal our hurt child, to heal our open wounds, be compassionate about each other, helping each other to heal and to go to another level of consciousness. That we are all one, we are all the same, we are all carry the same open wounds. We all carry that toxic energy of pain. We all are narcissists and manipulators and controllers and judgmental critics. We all have our dark side. Revengers. That's how our hurt child operates. And that represents our negative human matrix, because comes from the lens of a hurt child. And that's the game of life. In the moment that you understand that that is just the game, it's illusion, it's false reality, because we are living from fear. There is a false fears, false evidence that apparently being real, right? Something like that. So we know that we are afraid of something that is an illusion. And in the moment that we get out of that matrix, we understand that this source energy, that is God, actually now is a goddess. Right? Because in the moment that you also flip chat and you go back to a spiritual matrix, you understand that you are also a goddess. And you, man, will understand that you are also God. Because in the moment that you go back to trust again in yourself, in your spiritual being, you start trusting again in the source energy that created us, that created you and me and each one of us. Because I know that it was not my father that created it, or my mother that created the ocean, the stars. It was something else, right? Something more than each one of us that created this playground for us to be here experiencing this adventure of being humans. Wow, that's what it is. Look how creative we are. Look how many amazingness we are doing in this world. And we need to keep doing more. If we get out of this dark side, we stop destroying the world. We stop destroying the nature. And then once we flip chat from to see the world from the lens of our one verse studios, from the lens of our spiritual being, you're going to be creative enough to be creating and manifesting more healing, more amazingness in the world, more miracles, more orgasms. Because as more orgasms we have in the world, more well-being we have in the world. Because it's the best chemical to be in our body is the chemical of an orgasm. Wow. So we are here to have our first chakra completely liberated and have our sexual powers as a field of manifestation for us to be creating more and more wealth for ourselves, for us to shift the energy of the world for an energy of abundance and gold for all. Just bring your hands in your chest, take a deep breath. That's good. We have made a good shifting here in the energy. Remembering that I'm also Diksha giver. and you are receiving the Kundalini Diksha every time that you hear my voice and that you listen my songs. You are receiving this healing and awakening energy. And once we are together inside of my 5-day collective healing challenge, wow, we're gonna go to another level of firing and rewiring our brain, the velocity of the light, because we are together in this electromagnetic field. We're gonna be changing the frequency of the whole planet, getting out of this matrix of suffering and flip chatting from dark side to light side and winning this game of life. For each one of us to be living, that's the goal, 90% of well-being and 10% of stress, and we use that stress as well as fuel to create more greatness, because a little bit of stress, as we know, calls euro stress. I'm not sure if it's the correct way. Euro stress, something like that. Euro stress or eustress. What means that is a good stress. Is a good stress that, of course, it doesn't cause a burnout, but it's a good stress to bring that rush of adrenaline for us to have things done. You know, that's awesome. It's good for us to have things, to have things done. And this is also very important for you to be in this awakening of your superpowers, because you're gonna be even more focused and productive as you keep practicing everything that I teach inside of this 5-day collective healing challenge, where you're gonna be learning about the art of meditation and manifestation. You're gonna go back to your genius mind with your genius heart, and you will be the genius of the lamp, saying, hey, your wish is my command. Your wish is my command. And I will tell you one thing. I was listening my voice all the time saying, stop asking for the outside. I was like here in the end, like how I need to launch my first 5-day collective healing challenge. How do I do? And I want to record my first video clip for my first single XOXOXO. How do I do this? And then I got a filming company, and it was like $2,000 per minute to be recording, and I said, okay, where we're gonna find this money? Where do I gonna find this money? How are we gonna manifest this money? And I was about to write, I was making a session of yoga and observing the possibilities inside of my mind, watching all that movies. And then I had this movement of imagining myself sending a message to one of the sons for James from the Hotwell family, because they love my songs. The girls just embrace so much all my songs, and we adore each other so much as a real family, that I said, wow, maybe I want so much to invite them to be part of this movement with me, and maybe he can also help me with the money, as they are financial free and all this stuff. And then this voice again was very, very loud inside of me, because that's it. We have these conversations inside of us all the time, and we are being judgmental already inside of ourselves, saying this is good, this is not, but think of this, but think of that. And that's why it's so important for us to be in silence. It's so important for us to be meditating and making yoga practices and mindfulness practices and breath work, and also the tantra meditations that I teach, for us to be unleashing the powers of Kundalini Diksha. My goodness, there is so much to explore for you to go back to your superpowers. All right? And as more as you practice all these secrets of meditation, more and more you go back to the superpowers of your super soul. And more you're going to be doing like I'm doing today, to be brave enough to be bringing the voice of my soul to the world. And you're going to discover that you also have the same power that I have of manifestation. So we are here to manifest. and make money. And remember, it's manifest and money fast, because we are here to learn how to manifest, to make more money, to make money faster and faster and faster. So let's do like this again. We are here to manifest, to learn how to make money fast, money faster and faster and faster. We are here to make money faster and faster and faster in the velocity of the light. You get it? Well done. Go there, register to be with me inside of my 5-day collective healing challenge for you to start being the director of your own story and understanding how these movies inside of your mind operates, and for you to start being in autopilot inside of your one verse studios. That will be amazing, guys. I need to say, it will be like incredible when your life will be in autopilot from the lens of one verse studios. If today is from the lens of Hollywood studios, from the lens of your hurt child with dramas and tragedies, I can tell you, come with me and let's flip chat together. Because once you learn how to reprogram your subconscious mind, wow, your life will never be the same. And you're going to be finding your soulmate before, because your soul needs to be the one rescuing your hurt child. We're going to be working to do that together. And then, of course, you're going to find your soulmate. And that's why I'll open then the gates for you to be participating in the 5-day collective healing challenge with the Might Queens and the Might Queens. And that's when you're going to be having the chance to really connect with your soulmate. Oh my goodness. It will be inside of my community that you're going to find the love of your life. And that's how you're going to be flip chatting the world, creating a community that are here to get out of this prison of the system that led us away of being connected with our hearts, with so much lust and porn and energies that leaves us in a very low frequency, and go back to achieve here the heart chakra, for us to be liberating all the 7 chakras, to be living with the crown chakra open for you to dress the crown of your mighty queen and your mighty king, for you to be living this life as the royalty that you really are. Inside of my 5-day collective healing challenge, we're going to have a big adventure together. I will give you the map for you to find the treasure inside of your heart. We're going to be like an adventure inside of an adventure inside of like a Indiana Jones. Wow. I remember when I was there for real in Universal Studios when I was in Los Angeles, and I was with Mary Morrissey, my adorable coach. Thank you so much for all your support. And I was there in her live event called Dream Builder, and I wanted to be with Mary Morrissey because I wanted to understand even more about the secrets of manifestation. And I really could manifest everything I wanted in this life. And I understood with Mary Morrissey that the law of attraction is secondary. And Mary Morrissey and her son, Matt Borg, were there in that event, talking with me. I was able to be with that people, amazing people, building an amazing community of people that were shifting their energy to be from dark side to light side. Dream builder, being a community of people that will be asking, tell me more about your dreams, instead of castrating. Are you crazy? How are you going to do it? You don't have money for that, or you don't have time for that, or whatever the excuse would be. But it was amazing for me to be flipping this reality of being with a community of people that will cheer me up to be more of who I truly am. And that's as well what I wanted to make, a community of people, that we are inside of this community where we manifest. We manifest the life we love. Because we know how to make money faster and faster and faster to make all our dreams come true. Each one of us are here to live a wealthy life, a healthy life, full of well-being, full of our pleasures being satisfied. Because that's how a mighty queen and a mighty king would be living in this world. With the freedom to be who they really are. And with all their powers, including their sexual powers, free for them to be who they really are. And if you want to know more about the art of meditation and the art of manifestation, for you to manifest the life that you love to live, come with me inside of my 5-day collective healing challenge. Remember, there is a group just for women, there is a group just for men. And after this first stage, you're going to go together for the second phase, that is going to manifest challenge, where the mighty queens and the mighty kings will be working together towards manifesting more wealth in the world. Wow, that's all what my 5-day collective healing challenge is about. We're going to be manifesting more wealth for our own lives and to the whole world. And we're going to be shifting the reality of the whole planet for a reality of abundance, wealth, and well-being for all. Thank you so much for being with me. We are the miracle workers that the world was waiting for. We are this community of incredible avatars that are here to change the frequency of the planet. Your soul is so powerful. You are this healer. And you just didn't know what to do with all this energy, and now I'm here to remember you. Everything is okay. It's more than okay. Everything is fine now from now on. Everything is amazing now from now on. You are safe now. You are inside of a community of the mighty queens and the mighty kings. A community of people that see our superpowers, that see our gifts. And if you are tired of people calling you crazy, then come to us, because we are the crazy ones. As Steve Jobs said, this message is for the crazy ones, for those who are changing the status quo, that don't conform with the status quo of the world. You are part of the crazy ones. If you are part of the crazy ones, so then jump and come with us, because we are here to change the world. If you are one more of them that people call dreamer, come and jump in this world with us, because we are here to live through the lens of One Verse Studios. Is that part, that group of people that love doing the best movies of romance, the best comedies, the best, bringing all that liberation of good chemicals in the body. Man, that's it. One of my favorite movies in the world is that 50 Shades of Grey. Was the first time in my life that I started having more amazing thoughts about how far I could go with my sexual life, with my liberation of orgasms, of pleasures, of the best hormones in my whole body. And it's incredible how we need more and more of this kind of movies in the world, and from the lens of a woman. Oh my God, I really, 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 really need to write this book that I have been already writing, but for this one, it would be even more incredible to have, of course, anything I want, like a big publisher that can be sending my message even more and more for the whole world. And then there is another voice inside of myself say, hey, what you don't even need another publisher. You are already can be your own publisher, as you already been. So like, you know, like there's all these voices talking inside of me, and also giving opinion about my own business. It's incredible. It's incredible when you master this art of being lonely. It's a solitude. You are not alone. You are lonely because you are choosing to be alone, because you are observing yourself. This is magical. It's magical. It's like a medicine. If when you achieve this stage that you are observing yourself all the time. So you can understand, I'm talking here with you, and even though I'm listening what the other movies in my mind, what is happening in the other cinema, it's like my mind is like exactly like I'm having an insight now. It's like our mind is like going inside of a cinema, a movie theater, a movie mall that is happening. Cinema number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. I was like in places with 8 movie theaters, right? And so imagine that it's like it's happening inside of your brain. It's several movies are still happening, even that you are talking, even that you are sleeping. We still have several movies that are happening there. And once we start seeing all the messages that are coming to us, wow, it's when we start understanding as well that we have more free will to choose the story that we want to write every day of our lives. And that's what I say in my song today. Today is a new page. I will write my life the best I can. Today is a new day. I will live my life the best I can. The best I can. I can be who I am in this magical day. I can show my dreams. Tell me what you say. I can climb the mountains where I want to stay. High and happy to run and play. I can be who I am in this magical day. I can show my dreams. Tell me what you say. I can climb the mountains where I want to stay. High and happy to run and play with you. That make my dreams come true. With you. That make my dreams come true. You know, and then I'm singing here, and I'm seeing all the video clip of this song in my head. It's incredible. And then this song, I was inspired in one of the songs of Moana, where the rock is singing. And so then I imagine in this video clip that is running in my mind while I am singing, I imagine the rock. I love the guy. He's so amazing. He's so smart. He's so legendary. You know, with all the breakthroughs that he was brave enough to, become everything that he is, and bringing his voice to the world. He's such a big inspiration for me. And being so strong and so powerful is, hey, rock, you rock. You rock my world. You're amazing. So then I have this image and this movie of the rock, then putting myself sitting in his shoulder. Like, wow, like he's so strong, and he just takes me like I'm super light, right? And like, woo, he puts me there, and then we are like, singing the song and dancing together and making this choreography to enlighten the whole world, you know, and say, yes, today is a new page. Is a blanket page, you know, and each one of us have the free will to write the story that we want to write. And then that's all my message here in the world. You have the choice to be writing your story through the lens of Hollywood studios, that will be through the lens of your hurt child, and they will be from lanes of suffering and pain and lack of money, lack of love, lack of health, lack of wealth, and everything. Or you have the chance to be writing a new story through the lens of One Verse Studios. And that's when you're going to be living your life through the lens of your super soul, of your spiritual being. And for this to happen, you need to learn how to flip chat and how to reprogram your subconscious mind to get out of this negative human programming and start living your life, as I said before, 90% of the time, with 90% of the time in well-being. Did you get it? It's simple once you understand about my RTS. That is a rapid transformative system for you to be reprogramming your subconscious mind in the velocity of the light. And once you get it, and as more as you flip chat with me, as more as you participate many times with me inside of my 5-day collective healing challenge, more you're going to learn how to drive this car. And it's the same process as when you learn how to drive a car. Normally it's like 1 year for us to be really good and be in autopilot and okay, I don't need to be worried anymore. I know how to drive. Nobody never needs to teach you that again anymore. It becomes your default mode. It becomes second nature. And as more as you flip chat with me inside of my 5-day collective healing challenge, as more as you learn about the game of life, suddenly bang will become your default mode. Suddenly bang, well-being will be part of 90% of your life. And that 10% of stress will be the healthy stress for you to be thriving in life. More and more and more. I can't thank you enough to be here with me at this stage of my life. Because as I say as well inside of my second single that I will be releasing soon to the whole world, that calls Chain of Love, and this song talks about suicide. I understand the pain of being in the survival mode. I understand the pain of being inside of Hollywood studios and seeing life through the lens of my hurt child. So I understand your pain, because it's the same that I have. But once you understand that that is the illusion, is the matrix, it's just how God, the source energy, made for us to win this game of life. Because we all love games. We all love games. So we are here just to flip chat and to win this game of life. Get out of this illusion of things in this pain. And you can tell me, oh, it's not an illusion, because I feel the pain. I feel my broken heart. I feel the rejection. I feel the lack of money. I feel the misery. I feel the pain. So how can you tell me that is an illusion? And I'm telling to you, it's an illusion because you needed to have that contrast of pain. You needed to have all of that dense energy for you to be able to contract again your first chakra and being able to be connected again with the source energy, with the Mother Earth, for you to go back to your superpowers. Because in the moments that you're going to start unleashing your superpowers again and going back from dark side to light side, you get out of that energy of rejection and go back again to the energy of unconditional love that you already are. So it's like to have a distraction. That's it. I wouldn't even say there is a virus. There are some people that I listen and say, oh, there is a virus in the computer. It's not. I don't like to say it's a virus in that computer, because we are talking about a hurt child. And our hurt child, she's far away to be a virus or a bad girl or a bad boy. Our hurt child is perfect. Is perfect in the job that she has here in this world. Our hurt child, she is the coal. I say that she is the coal. She represents our dark side. But that coal is the fuel to make the fire. Can you understand that? It's the light side that makes the shadow. So it's the source energy that created the dark side. It's the part of the game of life. And we are here to win the game. If you don't win the game, there are people that will die in this life, and so many people already died in this life, living through the lens just from the Hollywood studios, forgetting that they were a soul, living a human experience as a slave of that system that is the matrix, that is just an illusion. We came to this world to learn how to flip chat. And once you mastered how to reprogram a subconscious mind, that is, our mind is just a computer, and then, as I said before, you're going to start living your life through the lens of One Versus Studios, through the lens of your spiritual being. And then we just needed this contrast. It's beautiful. And once we accept that we are both, the angel and the devil, we are heaven and hell, and we accept in being burning in hell, because accepting the pain of rejection, it is the pain of being burning in hell, and understanding that we have both hell and heaven. Once we accept that, wow, it's when all the fake masks of your face, of your shoulders, all that energy will fade, will be dissolved, and you will be able to just relax, to start being who you truly are again. And you literally can start being naked in front of everyone. Like sometimes I go with my bikinis, because I'm just being natural and being who I truly am. And that's all I also want to invite each one of you to do it as well. To be who you truly are, to bring your voices to the world and discover which are the gifts that your soul is here to bring to the world. You have a voice that only you have. You have a gift that only you have. And it's time to bring it to the world. I want to hear it. And I'm sure that the whole world is also waiting for you. It's time. And I will leave for you now the song Chain of Love. It's my second single that I will be releasing soon on Spotify, for us to be together, becoming this chain of love, for us to bring this new consciousness for the whole planet, for us to be manifesting the life that we love, a life full of wealth, health, and well-being for all. I see you in the inside of my 5-day collective healing challenge. Lots of love from Mrs. Joy to the world.
Sometimes never leave again, but I know this pain will go, and you will love again. I just open my heart, I'm here to free your soul, for you to see shine again. The whole world was blind in pain, hurting each other so much. I know I'm here to make this change, 'cause I'm here to heal the world. But I can't do this alone. I need you, I need your heart with me. I can do this with you. Together dance with you. Together we can heal the world. Let's become a chain of love. 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 Together we can heal the world. Together we can heal the world.